Hello, everyone. It is I, Leah the Squirrel. I'm here with Nikki V and Voice of Reason.
Hello.
We are here.
And with week 7 over, I was right. I did the good picking.
By one. You did the good picking by one.
Hey. No, wait. Actually, I think it was 3. Was it 3? No, it was 2.
2.
Two of my picks, only I picked. We're not counting the coin.
Fair enough. Well, to be fair, the Packers Texans game could have gone either way. It just came down to a last second field goal.
Very good game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I was right. And when are you guys going to believe me? The Falcons lose at ridiculous times.
I mean,
Consistency and the Ravens do not go together. Not the Ravens. The Falcons do not go together.
Fair enough.
The Ravens and consistency, that's a different question.
That's all playoff football.
Exactly.
Yeah, but anyway, so looking how we did, all of us outside the coin managed to be over 500. Nikki and I tied at 10-5. Leah, you got the one pick over us, finishing at 11-4, and the coin went 7-8.
Yeah, the coin might want to consider.
I'm in front of the coin finally.
Yep, also by 1.
Mazel tov. Like, the coin might want to consider starting to do basketball now that basketball season started.
And hockey.
And
hockey, yes.
And, by the way, this week I am wearing, because I'm going to be doing this for a little bit, I am wearing the Oakland Athletics jersey of Tom Allen.
Okay.
Yes.
Who is Tom Allen? Tell us.
Pitcher. Rookie pitch. I think, in fact, a rookie pitcher.
Okay.
I thought the way you were saying that you were just like, picture on screen now. This is Tom Allen.
As he's a rookie playing for the Athletics. He will not be well known.
Probably not. Yeah, so...
Or athletics.
Yeah, so, current records. Nikki is 64-43, Leah is 58-49, the coin is 57-50, and I'm still on top at 67-40.
Well, look at you. Look at me. I'm Voice. I'm on top of the leaderboard. That's you.
Alright, the people could tell I'm little soft-spoken as of now because the Mets are no longer in the playoffs. I do not want to hear any word of lol Mets from either of you because goddamn it,
we made the conference championship game. Like, that's that's not really lol Mets.
No,
I will not say lol Mets. Instead, I'll say yay Dodgers.
Ugh.
Like, this truly is the darkest timeline for World Series because
No,
now
there could be something worse.
We have to root for the Dodgers.
There is something worse.
Which is?
A team that no one likes could have pulled off a miracle. I don't know how, but...
Of the conceivable options, this is the worst. Because it's basically the two blue bloods of MLB.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it'd be like if the Cowboys and the Steelers played each other in the Super Bowl.
Well,
no, it would be at this point. It would be
no, Cowboys and Patriots.
There you go.
Yeah, I was thinking Patriots, but nowadays they're kind of terrible. So
I don't know, but I don't know. For when it comes down to me, it's like, okay, do I want to root for the crosstown team or Freddie Freeman, who's been a pain in the Mets side for God knows how long?
I mean, fuck the Yankees, but
yeah. Anyway,
I mean, it will be cool for Shohei to get a title, but yeah, I guess that's
all right. In any case, let's move on to winners and losers. I think I'll start off myself. I'll start this off. First, I want to give a quick honorable mention because normally we don't do this, but this just came out of nowhere. Like hearing about this, but my honorable mention is the University of Texas student body. The reason for it, they overturned. The reason for it, they managed to overturn a bad pass interference call. They convinced the refs that if you let this stand, we will riot, and it worked.
The one ref asked the other one, "Are you sure you saw that? I do want to leave the arena alive tonight."
Yes, I do not want a 2001 Bottlegate scenario. But anyway, actual winner for this week. That's gonna go to both NFC North games. That includes the Packers Texans and and I think my leader, my number one contender for game of the year, the Vikings and the Lions. Because goddamn, coming down to the last minute, both going back and forth, that was exciting football. I had to simul-stream both the Packcast and the Lions Vikings games because that shit was insane.
Mm-hmm. Like it just so happens like we finally get a good quarterback and our offense is starting to hum and our defense is going good right around the same time where the NFC North becomes the division of fucking doom.
Yeah. I am there's a part of me that wants to predict that our division will be the first one to have all four of us in the playoffs.
I mean, the rest of the NFC is really weak right now. Like in the South, it is what the Bucks
was
at the top and
was the Bucks.
Oh, now who is it?
The Bucks.
Well, it's still the Bucks, but not for long.
No, it's the Falcons now. Percentage.
Oh yeah, because the Bucks are going to be down to like they lost their two good receivers.
Mm-hmm.
So probably only one team making it out of the NFC South. NFC East, I don't trust any teams in that division. So whoever wins out of that division is probably going to be the only one. And in the West, unless the 49ers can get their shit together, it's probably just going to be the Seahawks.
Yeah.
The only team that I could credibly see, there's two teams that I could credibly see coming out of their division,
mm-hmm.
and it's either the Falcons or the Buccaneers are coming out of going to be an extra from the South,
mm-hmm.
or the Commanders and the Eagles are going to be an extra coming out of the East. I don't trust the Cowboys as far as I can throw them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Their whole team, not just an individual player.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I just have this worrying feeling that it's going to be NFC North in not the wild card, but the next round.
Oh,
I will say
the divisional round being Lions, Vikings, Packers, Bears would be ridiculous, and we would never hear the end of it.
I will say right now, if the playoffs were to start today, they would all make it. The Bears would be the 7th seed, and they hold the tiebreaker over the next best team, which is Philly.
Right.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
And speaking of that Philly game, my loser for the week is the Giants. Jesus Christ.
The Giants are reaching levels of suck that were thought to be impossible.
Just for the record, I saw this. I think CBS Sports put this out, but out of all the quarterbacks who have played in MetLife since the start of last year, the only quarterback who has not thrown a touchdown is Daniel Jones.
Yeah, there are some names on that list like Desmond Ridder and Bo Nix and just all of the quarterbacks that are just not very good right now, and Daniel Jones is still at 0.
And you know who's at the top? Zach Wilson with 6.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Yep.
So, my winner
Yes,
of
go
the
ahead.
week is the Rams defense because they had like 4 turnovers.
Yeah, they clamped down. Whether it was
That is the
AOC
reason
or what's his face. God.
that is the reason they won that game.
Mm-hmm.
Is because they had 4 turnovers, which I don't think all of them converted into scoring, but they didn't need to have all 4 convert to scoring. They only needed like 1.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And my loser for the week is actually going to be renamed Sadness of the Week because it's the factory. I feel sorry for the Browns. Not for the player, but for the team.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah. Actually, I feel happy for Browns fans because now they can finally root for their team without feeling any guilt.
Yeah, but still, they paid a lot of money for him.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
I'm more talking about for the team. They can't really spend big to get a replacement quarterback.
Yeah, they have to rely half of that on the public tax money. By the way, they're not going to be at Lakefront anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah, so apparently this was, I found this out, I think, Monday? It probably was Monday. What's today? No, sorry, Saturday. Apparently, the Browns are going to be moving out of Lakefront Stadium for a new stadium farther away from the city center.
Mm-hmm.
And like people are shitting on this whole thing. The mayor of Cleveland saying that moving out of Lakefront is going to be terrible for Cleveland's economy. But yeah, fuck the Haslams.
Yeah, this is why I say fuck them. This whole situation is their own fault.
Right.
Yeah, I feel bad for the other players on the team and the community.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The bear, not the Bears, the other
the
Browns,
the Brown Bears
community.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And yeah, you had. Oh, by the way, I think you had a dishonorable mention as well because
Don't fucking punch someone in the head.
Yeah, I saw that the Trent Williams deck.
Yeah.
I don't care if he if he palms your face. You don't punch a guy in the face.
Especially not with a helmet.
Well,
on.
not in
That's
the face,
just dumb.
behind.
Yeah.
He didn't even punch him in the face. He punched him in the back of the head.
What's that?
That neither makes you look tough or smart.
Right.
And then he ends up signing autographs as he's kicked out of the game.
That was kind of funny.
I will admit that part was funny, but I
mean, Trent Williams might be number 1 on my list of players I would never, ever, ever fuck with, because he's like 6'8", 360, and like all muscle. Like he would turn me into a fucking pretzel.
Mm-hmm.
Like so.
Oh yeah, like I'm 100 pounds soaking wet.
Right.
Doesn't mean I don't think doing that was a smart idea.
Definitely not.
All right. Anyway, Nikki, your winners and losers.
My winner is the Ravens. They're the best team in football. No, I will not elaborate on this. Actually, I will.
Chiefs.
No, I don't care. It is not the Chiefs. Like they are 6-0 because like every team they face shits themselves. Like this last week, the fucking 49ers, like they played like dog ass, and the Chiefs just played like regular ass. And that's how they got the win. The Ravens are genuinely the best team in football.
I agree with that.
Yeah, because Lamar Jackson is probably going to win MVP, and Derrick Henry should win MVP.
Right.
And I guess my loser for the week is the Jets, because it has begun. We have already reached the part of the season where Aaron Rodgers is starting to blame the media for all of his problems.
Oh, boy.
Get fucking hype. Like,
Speaking of Jets, all in agreement that the AFC East is tank division.
pretty much.
Close. I think. Well, honestly, if I don't know. It could be NFC South still. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting to see what happens after the what
I don't know, man. The Bills are getting 6 guaranteed wins a season this year because they've got 2 games against the Dolphins, who just recently played Tim Boyle, who has blackmail on the rest of the league, I am convinced. The Patriots, who are throwing Drake May into the fire and hope he doesn't incinerate.
Right.
And
are currently searching for that first round pick.
yeah. And then the Jets, who have seemed to have gotten worse upon adding Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Mm.
In fact, let me check something. I am going to Tankathon real fast. Tankathon NFL. If the NFL draft were to happen today, those 3 teams would occupy. Oh wow, Miami would only have the number 10 pick. That's honestly a lot lower than a lot higher than I thought it would be. But
Fun fact, the Patriots have the longest losing streak currently.
Mm-hmm. They would also have the number 1 overall pick right now.
Mm.
Maybe they actually invested in an offensive line.
No.
That's not from Chattanooga.
Yeah. I mean, if they go number 1 right now, then they would presumably go Travis Hunter, because he's the number the number 1 prospect on the board. I'm trying to see who the best offensive line prospect coming out is. Maybe Will Campbell Jr. out of LSU or Kelvin Banks Jr. out of Texas.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I would never take a first overall pick to get O-line. If I wanted O-line, I would take that first overall and then trade back to get something to get that O-line and then get a bunch of picks from it.
Right.
Because there is enough teams that desperately need a new quarterback.
But this year the quarterbacks coming out are who moves you? Sadur Sanders, Cam Ward, Quinn Ewers.
I don't watch enough college football to know.
Short answer: none of them should move you.
I don't know.
Jalen Milroe.
Maybe Will Howard.
I think I've made my point.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay, so yeah, that covers our winners and losers. Now, we are at week 8, and there are no buys this week, which is
weird.
Yeah, because normally this is around the time where we have the 6, but we ain't getting that until I think week 10, if I'm correct. Oh no, week 12. That's the first instance of 6 people on a bye. And then
their bye schedule is so borked.
I know, it should just be 4 teams each week.
Yes.
Instead of the 2 and the 6. Anyway, all right, so let's start things off with a flexed in game for Thursday night. We'll explain why. We'll get to that a little later. Vikings taking on the Rams. So Vikings, heartbreaker, lost to the Detroit Lions. The Rams, they held their own against the Raiders.
Crazy. The Rams are getting flexed into a primetime spot while they're actively trying to sell off their team.
Yeah.
Because, apparently they've already said that Cooper Kupp is on the trade block. And there are rumors that Matt Stafford might be too.
Yeah, I did hear that. I'm not sure if he would go anywhere, though. Because they also said the same thing about, Sam Darnold might go somewhere, but no.
The thing is, what team would right now would pay a lot for Cooper Kupp?
It's a team. Ooh, I probably
that desperately needs a wide receiver.
Okay, here's the thing though. A bunch of them already did that, like either with
Earlier in the year. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at.
either Devontae Adams, Amari Cooper, or DeAndre Hopkins.
I did see one or two options. I said, I think Perna suggested to have him just stay in Los Angeles and just go to the Chargers because they also need another wide receiver. The other, I could probably see this, is the Steelers.
They need a number one guy, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But are they willing to like spend Cooper Cup like picks / money?
They are typically pretty conservative in that regard. Oh, easy answer: the Cowboys.
Oh right, yeah, they need.
The Cowboys doing something competent.
Yeah, you're right. It's dumb, but the question was which teams should do it, not which teams will do it.
Yeah, exactly.
True. Very true.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Vikings, I think they're pretty much set. Didn't get a chance to see their injury report, but I believe Hawkinson might be coming back. Yes, he is scheduled to. He should be scheduled to come back off the PUP list for Thursday night. The only one who's still out is Blake Cashman until next week. Other than that, everyone else is either IR or game time decision. All right. In this case, I think this is probably an easy one. I think I'm going to take the Vikings.
Yeah.
I am not taking the 2-4 Rams against the 5-1 Vikings.
It's weird that the Vikings are only 3-point favorites.
Interesting.
Like, I get that, like, the game is played at Los Angeles, but the Rams have, like, no home field advantage.
No. Not even at home.
They have a home field advantage against southern teams in the north when it's cold, and that's about it.
Pretty much. Rams fans don't show up to Rams games.
Chargers fans don't show up to Chargers games.
It's almost like
most Chargers fans are in San Diego.
It's almost like football really just isn't a Los Angeles sport.
No.
Like they've got USC. Like that's about all they can handle.
Right. And I think Cal's there too. No, wait. They're passing.
UCLA is there.
UCLA's there, right. Yeah. University of California,
I think
Los Angeles.
Cal is in Berkeley?
Might be. All right. Anyway, so I think we're all in on the Vikings. Next, 1:00 game, AFC North matchup. Ravens taking on the Browns. So the Ravens, they showed up and gave me all the fantasy points. Thank you, Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. And the Browns, the bad man is gone. For we don't know how long. Probably for the end of the season.
He's Achilles. He's fucked.
Yeah, I know, but we're not sure like how far in for next season. I mean, so
apparently, like we're still a year away from them being able to release him without it just completely obliterating the team.
Yeah.
Like he could end up being the world's most expensive backup quarterback next season, and that's probably the way to go. Like if I remember on Tankathon, it had them taking a quarterback in the second round.
Yep.
I'm gonna be honest. The Browns.
Carson Beck.
Wait, who has the Browns first this year?
They
have their own first.
Oh, well then I would say to them, tank like motherfuckers for that first overall pick.
Once again, no quarterbacks are worth drafting number one.
Once again, you don't have to draft number one to have that number one be worth something. I'm saying,
well, like what I'm
saying, whoever gets number one, unless they absolutely desperately need a quarterback, should be trading back.
Like, this is a good year to need like offensive linemen or like corners. Like
defense this year.
Yeah,
or
the like
O-line or defense.
If you're the Browns and you need a quarterback, you better hope somebody hits the free agent market. Otherwise, you're F. Actually, no, you need a cheap young quarterback. You're F.
Yeah. That's why I'm like they should start tanking and get that first overall pick and pick whoever is the best quarterback.
Right.
That's a recipe for disaster. In other words, vintage Browns.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. It's
Right. Yeah, this is proving this is proving worse than the Herschel Walker trade, I think.
Oh, I would say so. Yeah, like this is
Yeah.
going to go down as the worst trade of all time, not just because of the assets given up to the Texans for it, but like the amount of money that they've committed to somebody who had so many question marks both on and off the field. Like anyone with a brainstem could have figured out this was going to go horribly, and unfortunately, the Haslams do not have one.
And remember, in the AFC South, the Texans are currently winning.
Oh yeah, I will say, in the same sense of the Herschel Walker trade, this opened a team in Texas's Super Bowl window.
Yes.
Yep. Except I think for the Texans, it's a hell of a lot wider. All right. Anyway, so I think we're all in the Ravens. The coin unfortunately is taking the Browns. So
weird.
Yep.
Way.
I will say it's an 8.5 point. The Browns are 8.5 point home underdogs. That's.
I want to say round that up to 10.
I'm gonna say. Well, actually, it depends. Which quarterback is starting for the Browns this week? Is it Jameis or is it DTR?
I believe it is Jameis Winston.
Okay, that's interesting.
I mean, they've not got much choice.
Yeah.
They did. I will say they did sign Bailey Zappi off of I think the Patriots.
Wait, they have Zappy?
Yeah.
Bailey Zappi is a Brown.
It's not as funny as when we get to the Raiders, but anyway.
Next,
moving on. Titans taking on the Lions. So, Titans, they were playing well, and then the Bills woke up. And I said before, Lions played game of the year.
Yeah. Biggest spread of the week here in a week where there are a lot of really big spreads. Like there's at least 4 that are more than a full touchdown. But this is the highest one at 11.
That's a good one. I'm not going to say double
I want to say double it. Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh, that's I don't know. I think that's honestly perfect. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. But
it depends because Will Levis is questionable right now. If he plays and he plays against that Lions defense, worry. I'm gonna look this up. What's his status? I need to know if the meme lord is playing this week.
It might not be. He's questionable currently.
All right, limited in practice. Calvin Ridley did not practice as well. From Rotoballer, Will Levis likely to be held out. Mason Rudolph trending towards another start. So in that case, maybe I would say 10 is about right because I trust Mason Rudolph a lot more than I do Will Levis.
Yeah. But then again, with what weapons? Because isn't Pollard hurt?
Pollard does not appear to be on the injury report. Okay. Ridley is hurt.
Okay.
So they're going to be without Ridley, and they just traded away DeAndre Hopkins. I genuinely could not name another single receiver on the Titans. I'm going to look it up. It's time for America's favorite game show. Guess that Titans receiver. Do you have anything?
Let's see anything.
I will accept tight ends.
I don't even know who their tight end is.
Okay, so aside from Ridley and Hopkins, their next highest receiver is I believe Tyler Boyd.
Oh, right. I forgot he got traded to the Titans.
I think he actually signed there.
Oh, yeah.
In free agency.
Yeah.
And their next leading receiver is their tight end, Chig Okonkwo.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the correct response. Okay. They also have Treylon Burks and Nick Westbrook-Ikhine.
Right. Okay, so we're all in on Lions?
Yeah, by a bunch.
Yes.
Okay. Next, Cardinals taking on the Dolphins. So, Cardinals. They shocked everyone by beating the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a shock?
I mean, they just came off of a bye, and this team also beat the Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, the Dolphins. What did they do last week?
They lost to the Colts.
Right, they lost to the Colts.
Yep. I have a bad feeling about this week.
Well, what's the bad feeling?
I think Tua's going to get hurt again.
Right.
He was nowhere near ready.
He's back. He is playing this week. And he's refusing to wear a Guardian cap.
Because he's an idiot.
Okay.
Hence my bad feeling.
Okay, fair, and also, yeah, this is not like I thought that he was just I heard the press conference where he said he wasn't going to wear the Guardian cap, and it's just like, ugh.
No, that was his return press conference.
Apparently, there's like something better than the Guardian cap, and it's like like this. Like I watched a video about this last night. It's this like basically they 3D print your head and like put foam in there that is like custom to it, and that's the kind of thing that Tua has in his helmet.
Ooh. Well, clearly it's not working.
Doesn't here's the thing. He's in at this point. He's injury prone.
I do agree. He needs all the help he can get, but he I guess he feels like he already has enough.
Mm-hmm.
Which,
well, I think the reason he's refusing the Guardian cap is because he thinks it doesn't look cool, and if it doesn't look cool, I don't want to wear it.
Well, that's yeah.
Too bad for you. You need to wear it. That being said, is it weird I'm actually going to take the Dolphins? I still think that the Cardinals are frauds.
I think the Cardinals are frauds,
but Dolphins are also frauds.
Here's the thing: the Cardinals are frauds. The Dolphins are just bad. Like I don't think anybody had any pretenses that the Dolphins were going to be any good, either without Tua or with a still probably banged up Tua. Like they're just bad. Like, and it doesn't even just. It's not even just their passing attack. Their run game is gone. Like they're hang on, let me pull up their leading rusher right now is Devon Achane. We are 6 games into the season. He has rushed for 260 yards. That's like 30-something yards per game. No, 40-something yards per game. Like this was supposed to be like their best asset. Like even back when Tua was healthy, their run game has been in like second gear the whole season. Like I'm gonna take the Cardinals because like I need to see something out of this Dolphins team before I have any faith in them.
I mean, I don't have any faith in the Dolphins, but I have less faith in the Cardinals, which is why I'm taking them along with the coin. Next, AFC East matchup. I guess we could kind of roll in tank ball, but let's see what happens. Jets taking on the Patriots.
Oh yeah, this is big time tank bowl because like the
don't
know
who's gonna win.
The Jets are big cooked.
Well, I don't know.
The Patriots are just sad cooked. The Jets are funny cooked.
That being said,
now.
I mean, okay, so that being said...
Okay,
oh, sorry,
55 minutes ago, Aaron Rodgers believes mind games is the key to Jets' turnaround.
Sure, maybe you mean by mind games you mean a different playbook?
I don't know. I haven't... And I need to read the fucking... God damn it.
He believes that psychic warfare is the key to beating the Patriots.
I mean, to be fair, the key to beating the Patriots is, have a defense.
Put a team on the field.
Oh no, he said the worst thing you can say ever.
Uh-huh.
What's the worst that can happen?
This is the kind of shit that you say on like the first Raw after WrestleMania, and then someone debuts and kicks your ass.
No, that's the kind of thing you say before before one of your best players gets injured. What's the worst thing that could happen to this team?
I will say,
I don't know.
I will say the Jets are 7-point favorites as a road team.
Which is honestly, what I think is correct.
That's the question I'm currently asking myself. Are the Patriots actively tanking, or are they just bad?
They're just bad.
Because if they're actively tanking, I'm picking the Jets. But if they're just bad, I could still take them.
Like, you don't actively tank while you have your rookie starting at quarterback. If they were still running Jacoby Brissett, I would say yes. But they spent the number 3 overall pick on a highly touted quarterback. Like, they are in at least attempt to be a decent team mode because they don't want to just completely throw Drake May to the wolves.
Yeah. So...
I am taking the Patriots.
Oh, okay.
That's the question I'm struggling with. The Jets are the Jets.
This is good. Like, the Jets losing to the Patriots is going to be high comedy, and you know Aaron Rodgers is going to lose his goddamn mind. And it's going to be
You know what?
great.
Just for that reason alone.
Oh. So really, I'm the only one taking the Jets on this one.
No, you got the coin.
The coin doesn't count. The coin's drunk half the time.
So is Aaron Rodgers, probably.
I'm still taking the Jets because they, at least like when they're not in the national spotlight, which apparently is the kryptonite for some reason, and two, they might have a better run defense now that finally Hassan Reddick has, suited up to practice finally. But I don't know if that's going to amount to anything. I'm picking the Jets because they're technically speaking the better team.
Like, I feel like, if nothing else, I feel like the Patriots have a brighter future.
Yeah.
Because, like, Drake May in his first couple of games has actually been kind of good.
Right. All right. Anyway, moving on. NFC South matchup for the division lead, Falcons-Buccaneers.
And the Buccaneers are injured to hell.
Yep, they lost both Mike Evans and Chris Godwin in the same fucking game.
Like, they lost Chris Godwin with, like, while up 10 with, like, less than a minute to go in the game. Like, that's a Dan Campbell move.
Yep.
You gotta get your guy out of there. Like it's garbage time now.
Yeah, and then the Falcons, well, they falconed against the Seahawks, who are honestly getting healthier.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Atlanta's the favorite in this game. But not by a lot, by -2.5.
I gotta see who is now the Bucs' number 1 receiver. This should be an interesting question.
Ooh, that is going to.
Oh God, it's worse than anyone could have imagined.
Who?
It's Sterling Shepard.
Right. Well, actually, did he actually do well in like the not this game but the previous game?
Considering he only has 8 receptions for 93 yards and a touchdown on the whole season, I'm going to say no. Unless he just, like, got all of his stats in bulk. Let's see here.
Hey, probably.
You're talking about the Falcons game that went to overtime?
Yeah, I forgot if he, like, I know he scored a touchdown in that one. I wasn't sure about that. 1
reception, 4 yards, 1 touchdown.
Okay, never mind that.
So technically right.
and that is the best kind of right. I am technically correct.
So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take the Falcons.
Yeah, that's the coin.
This puts the that streak that Mike Evans has going of like 10 straight seasons with 1,000 receiving yards. That is now in serious danger.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he I don't know what he did to his hamstring, but he just like when I saw when he tried to make that catch, he stomped and I think he hyperextended it.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, moving on. Next matchup. Packers taking on the Jaguars. Packers.
God, what is this week in the wildly out of balance games?
I don't know. I mean, the Packers.
We're all
They.
we're all picking the Packers, right?
Yeah. I mean, unless the coin says otherwise, what are they saying? They're picking the home team, so they're picking the Jaguars. But yeah, so
Fun.
Yeah, so the Packers, they beat the Texans. Jaguars demolished the Patriots, but that's not really saying much. But
They did it.
yeah. All right. Speaking of the Texans, next matchup, Colts taking on the Texans. Texans are looking to punish somebody. And, oh, look, it's like they're about to beat a dead horse.
Oh, look, a very dead horse.
It is so weird that we are saying this about a team that is 4-3.
I know, but most of that's come from Joe Flacco.
Yeah, and they've got Anthony Richardson in, who might be good someday.
Also, the Colts, the teams that the Colts have beaten are the Bears, but that was week 3, and QB was still finding his feet.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I think that was like the first real week of elite Joe Flacco.
Right.
The Steelers by 3 points.
Yep.
And the Titans by 3 points.
And the Dolphins.
And the call.
By 6.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact about all those wins. And most of them, I think all except for the Bears one, were won by field goals.
I think the other one was won by like 4. 5.
Our one, I'm more talking about the amount of points, how the points were gotten.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like the reason the Colts won by 6 against the Dolphins was because of multiple field goals.
Right.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I like the spread on this game is Houston -5.
That's about right.
I don't know though, because I feel like Anthony Richardson is going to make a couple of back-breaking plays that just like doom them, and like they're going to end up losing by like 15.
Right. Actually, well, is Nico Collins still out? I forgot because he was hurt.
He is still on IR. I don't know when he's due to come back.
Yeah. I mean, as long as they utilize the run game, they should be fine. But
And Joe Mixon's finally showed up, so
yeah, and Jonathan Taylor's still technically questionable. I have no idea. Like he's been out for like God knows how long. I think he's still practicing, but I played him in fantasy for God knows how long. So I'm still taking the Texans. Coin's taking the Colts. We'll see what happens. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, final 1 o'clock game. Eagles taking on the Bengals. So,
I still don't trust these Eagles.
Nah. I mean, Eagles won 28-3. They destroyed honestly, a non-existent opponent in the Giants. The Bengals...
Yeah, I could beat the Giants.
Yeah. The Bengals, they won game 1 of the Battle of Ohio, right? That's what they played last week? Yep.
They were the ones that got rid of the bad man.
Yes. And I did see what they started off with the 100-yard punt return.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah, he hopped into the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
Is it wrong to take the Bengals in this one?
No, absolutely not. Like
Eagles are frauds.
Yeah, like if the Eagles did not have Saquon Barkley, I genuinely believe that Nick Sirianni would have been fired by now.
Mm-hmm.
Like he is keeping that team alive, and like he is not doing it at like every week per se. Like it's more a thing of just like he'll go for like 60 yards one week, and then 70 yards next, and then he'll face his old team and then go for a $170.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I kind of don't want to pick the Bengals because like we have picked the same, like all three of us have picked the same team. Like,
Yeah,
for
but
most
this
of these
week is
games.
Yeah, but this week is violently obvious.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, there are so many lopsided games here,
Yeah.
and even the ones that aren't lopsided, like this one, are just like, ugh, fraud versus fraud. I will say the Bengals are starting to like come together, so I'm gonna take the Bengals. Why not?
Alrighty.
Of
Okay.
all of either the Thursday night games or the Sunday day games, we have picked the same thing on 7 of them.
I'm the only
7 out of the 9.
I'm the only detractor because I picked the fucking Jets and what was the other one I
And
picked?
Dolphins.
And the Dolphins, right?
Yeah, so me and
Mhm.
Leah have picked the exact same thing for all of the games up until the afternoon games.
Mm.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
I'm gonna have to get weird.
All right. Next. First 4 o'clock matchup: Saints taking on the Chargers. So Saints are
I get
bad.
weird with this one.
Yeah, Saints are bad. Chargers. I'm not sure what happened. They lost. They lost on field goals.
Derek Carr is unlikely to play.
Oh,
Yep, so we're
Spencer
probably still
Rattler?
getting more Spencer Rattler.
All right.
Like maybe the Cardinals are kind of good. I don't know what to tell you, man.
I don't know.
Like-
I still don't buy it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
to
will
be-
say,
I mean, to be fair, the NFC West is all injuries.
yeah, this is true. Like, I will say, if the Saints lose this game, that'll be like 6 losses in a row. Do you think that that'll be enough to get Dennis Allen fired?
Maybe.
One can hope.
So are we all on the Chargers for this one? Sorry.
The Saints are bad, and one of their better players isn't playing.
Like most of their better players aren't playing. Did you see there was a picture of the salary cap shit that like always pops up around this time? Like the Saints are like $72 million over the cap for next year.
God.
And it feels like they've been like that for a decade.
Yeah.
How do they keep getting away with this?
I don't know. I'm not.
Well, I mean, they're not getting away with it because they are now ass and have no clear way out. So
Yeah. All right. Moving on. Okay, this might be this honestly might be game of the week. Bills Seahawks.
ugh.
Ugh.
This is the best you've got?
I mean, honestly, I mean, outside of whatchamacallit, what was the?
I'd count Bears Commanders better than that.
Yeah,
This.
but we'll talk about that next. But it's still Bills. They took care of business in Tennessee. Seahawks, they're getting healthy. A lot of their players are coming back. I think Tyler Lockett just came back, as well as Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, like they might finally be like pulling some stuff together and not just being complete frauds. Because like at the start of the season when they were like whooping on Bo Nix in his first start, and like whoever the Dolphins were having a quarterback that wasn't Tua, like
Skylar Thompson.
oh yeah, that was the Skylar Thompson game. Oh god, like. But now they're finally doing it. Screw it. I need something to go different. I'm taking the Seahawks.
Oh, okay.
I will say, like, the Bills or Josh Allen still has not thrown an interception. We are 7 weeks into the season.
Well, I think also, Tua, not Tua. Lamar Jackson, I don't think has thrown an interception either.
I think he's thrown 2, but I will check to make sure.
All right.
He has thrown 15 touchdowns and 2 picks.
Okay. All right. Okay, but anyway, think we're all on outside of you, Nikki. I think we're taking the Bills, and which is a shame.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because
for me, I don't know if the Seahawks are back to being a good to average team or not, because they faced the Falcons, and I can never trust a team beating handily the Falcons because of how the Falcons are. I don't know whether they're just really good, or if it was just, oh no, the Falcons are inconsistency turned into a team.
Right.
All right. Next,
Geno Smith still leads the league in passing yards.
Mm-hmm.
That's still weird.
Right. Anyway, next, the game that got flexed out of the Thursday night spot for a specific reason: Bears Commanders. So the reason that this game got flexed is because Jaden Daniels injured his rib.
Huh.
When was this supposed to be?
This was supposed to be the Thursday night game. But
so they flexed it out for Vikings Rams.
Yes.
That is an objectively poor decision.
I believe so. I believe so, but again, I think they want to have this matchup when both quarterbacks are healthy. Granted, Daniels
I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
they're trying to give Daniels 3 extra days to heal. That feels a little bit cheaty.
Well, it's either that or put this in like the Monday night slot. But anyway, yeah, it would be the number 1 and number 2, but unfortunately, since Daniels got injured, it's going to be Caleb Williams taking on Marcus Mariota, who didn't do too bad, but then again, they were playing the Panthers. So, in any case, I don't know, might change my pick just so we're different. But what are you two picking?
I'm picking the Bears because if the Bears want to matter in the playoffs and such, they have to be able to beat teams like the Commanders.
Yeah, like if this were Bears, if this were the match that we really want to see, which is Caleb Williams versus Jaden Daniels, like number 1 and number 2 overall pick potentially for the rookie of the year, like I really wanted to see that matchup. And like being on Twitter, a lot of Bears fans were bummed out that Jaden wasn't going to play this game. I guess I'll take the Bears because it's just like as good as Marcus Mariota was against the Panthers, we do need to grade it on a curve there.
Right.
Yeah, it's the Panthers.
Yeah. Like I think that aside from like the rest of the offense still has a little ways to go in Washington, so I think that the Bears, this is going to be a new sentence, the Bears have a better offense.
Sorry, they have a what?
Yeah, I know. Like let's. I did not speak gibberish. I did not speak in.
I haven't been able to say that ever.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And unless they're facing a team that's actively tanking.
All right. If that's the case, I'm gonna be the contrarian for contrarian's sake. I'll take the Commanders just so we're different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Next. Oof. I think this actually. What's this? Okay. Next, Panthers Broncos. What's the spread for this game?
Not enough.
Double it. I don't even know what it is, but double it.
It's Denver -10.
Double it. Yes, I agree.
In other news, Bryce Young, I think, is back because Andy Dalton, I think he was in a car crash.
Yep, injured his. Yeah, Leah was saying earlier before the podcast, injured his throwing hand.
He injured his thumb. He strained his thumb on his throwing hand. 7 miles away from American Bank Stadium.
Like, I know that this one wasn't planned, but what is it about throwing young quarterbacks in their first game back against like super good defenses?
Yeah.
Because they did the same thing
Trial
with
by
Drake
fire?
May. They did the same thing with Drake May a couple weeks ago when they threw him at the Texans.
Yeah.
Like this is gonna get rough. Yeah, Broncos by a lot.
Yeah.
Like it's weird.
Broncos by enough.
It's weird. Like nobody's thinking about the Broncos because like Bo Nix has been really underwhelming to start the season. But like they're probably going to be 5-3 at the halfway mark of the season.
Yeah.
Which I
if
believe
they
would
were
put them in the
in-
playoffs.
If they were in any other AFC division, they'd be in a chance to make the playoffs easily, but they're against the Chiefs.
Right.
Speaking of which,
Yes.
I will say before we go, I will say right now that the Broncos hold a playoff spot by half a game over the Chargers.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next, final 4:00 game. AFC West matchup. The Chefs taking on the Raiders.
Double. Again, Chiefs -10.
Yes. By the way, did you hear what I said?
Yeah, chefs. Hail
It's
to
like-
the chefs.
Let them cook.
Master chef.
Well, I'm just curious. Do you know what that's in reference to?
That Snickers commercial?
Yes. Like, great job, but who are the chefs?
Andy Reid knows who the chefs are.
Yeah. Like, what's he reading? You know what he's reading off of? It's the Denny's menu.
So,
I feel a little weird that Andy Reid is the one person that everybody in America feels okay making fat jokes about.
because he's okay about being fat. That's the thing.
Yeah. That. I'm not saying that as a bad thing. I am just noticing that, like, I usually don't make those jokes, and I am making these jokes.
Mm-hmm.
He is the big jolly fat man of the NFL, and he's happy about it.
He is the guy who like you can make gifs of him running into the locker room, put a wall on there, and turn him into the Kool-Aid Man.
I still remember, like...
So back to actual football and not having fun.
Okay.
I want to have fun. We're talking about Chiefs Raiders. This is not fun.
The Chiefs did acquire a new wide receiver.
Yeah, they acquired D-Hop from the Titans.
Honestly, like, why are teams still giving the Chiefs weapons? Like, at this point,
and at a really cheap price too.
Yeah, I think it was like a 5th round that could turn into a 4th.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep, that's
the rest of
correct.
the rest of the league should be conspiring to make sure that the Chiefs don't three-peat.
You would think the rest of the AFC North would be going, "Hey Broncos, here."
Mm-hmm. But no, we got to give the Chiefs more. Like, we got to fix their one problem. Aside from the fact that Patrick Mahomes is playing like doo-doo.
Mm-hmm.
And yet
their defense is amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
I will say, like, DeAndre Hopkins is going from Will Levis to like the only quarterback that has more interceptions than Will Levis.
Well, hopefully he gets open. Anyway, we're all
7-0.
Yep, we're all 7-0.
Actually, let me make sure I am not talking out of my ass when I say that. Load, you bastard.
If I remember correctly, he is the only quarterback with more interceptions than touchdowns.
Like, I know. I'm just seeing if like any of them have more touchdown or like more interceptions. Just period.
Someone I thought had a lot more.
Let's see here. All right, on the stats.
Was it?
Patrick Mahomes, Jordan Love, and Gardner Minshew all have 8.
Yeah.
And then Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins, Baker Mayfield, Will Levis, and Brock Purdy all have 7. So yeah, he is going from one one of the few quarterbacks who has more interceptions than Will Levis.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. Sunday night game. Classic rivalry. The boys taking on the 49ers. Dallas is coming off of a bye. 49ers coming off of a shellacking.
49ers angry. 49ers win.
Yeah,
I agree.
Like it's funny. Like all throughout the week, I was seeing like even though the Cowboys were on a bye, they still lost.
Yep. Why? Because everyone else did stuff before the trade deadline.
The deadline's hit yet. Like
Nah.
I think it's next Tuesday or this Tuesday, basically.
Next Tuesday,
Okay,
which
so
is
still one more week.
election day.
Oh, good God!
Yeah. The world might come to
All
an
of the
end.
news.
The world might come to an end on the 5th of November, 2024.
Get fucking ready.
Ugh. Anyway, 49ers, Cowboys. I agree. The 49ers need this win. Cowboys, I have no idea what they're doing. 49ers.
Fuck it, taking the Cowboys. Like the 49ers are injured to hell, and like when they don't have their best players, Brock Purdy is not as good. Like, granted, that would generally be the case for pretty much any quarterback, but for some reason people take that as like a knock against Purdy himself, which is weird. But no, I'm like the 49ers really have not shown a lot this year to make me think that they are going to do anything. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
But before we move on, Brandon Aubrey.
Aubrey.
Yeah.
Aubrey.
Yeah, Aubrey. He's on the injury report for a hilarious reason.
I know what this reason is.
I don't. What is it?
Jury duty.
That's not okay. So wait. So hang on. Jury duty's on a Sunday?
He missed practice this week, so that's
missed
why.
practice because of jury duty.
Okay, well, technically that's an excused that should be an excused absence because
Yeah, but he was listed on like the players who missed practice
list.
Okay,
and it's like non-sport relating injury, non-sport related incident, jury duty in brackets.
You know what? Like for the Cowboys, like it's better than most reasons why they have to show up in court.
Fair. All right.
And besides, Brandon Aubrey might be the one guy on that team who doesn't need practice.
Nope. All right. So, all right. Final game. Monday Night Football. Giants. Steelers.
The Giants are dookie.
Giants are dookie. Steelers go Super Bowl.
Like we all clowned on the Steelers for them taking out Justin Fields for Russell Wilson. Maybe they were right, or maybe it kind of doesn't matter. Like as long as they have that defense, they'll be fine.
The AFC North is literally coming down to which of the two teams, the Steelers or the Ravens, are going to have better high-end talent.
Heck, now that the Bengals are getting their shit together, it might be a 3-person race. We all picked the Bengals. I just want to point out.
Yeah.
We all picked the Ravens too.
Yeah, but we know the Ravens are good. We're just thinking that the Eagles are worse than the Bengals.
Like, all I'm saying is the Bengals.
Are we all picking the Steelers as well?
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, like it's just funny.
Oh wait, crap! I closed out the window. Actually, I think I think it's actually the Giants. They're taking. Hang on. Actually,
double checking.
Yep, double checking because I didn't flip this coin. Yep, they're taking the Giants.
Cool.
Okay. Yep. So that concludes week. What we on week 8? Next week's gonna be the halfway point. Well, I guess we'll figure out what we're gonna who's winning and who's gonna be at this point just gonna be tanking for the rest of the year. So have a safe Halloween, everybody.